now.
So everyone, Booking Bug. Booking Bug is basically the equivalent of e-commerce and affiliate marketing, but for service businesses instead of product businesses. So basically, a product business can use e-commerce to sell their stuff over the internet. They can then use things like Amazon Marketplace to push that out through product feeds, through great systems like Skimlinks, to wherever their customers find them, which is on destination sites and portals. That's great, but what if your business is service orientated? You're listing your time, your classes, your events, your schedules, your man for van for hire, whatever it is. Booking Bug solves this for you. It lets you embed the widget in your own site, manage it all through Booking Bug. But what we're also building is affiliate systems like Skimlinks to push that out to directory sites, to portals, to listing sites, who can earn revenue for taking bookings from customers in the same way. So here's what it looks like. It's all very pretty. It's live. It's a used system. We have live customers at the moment. What I want to talk about today particularly is a new service we're launching. So let's say you're a portal site. You list ninjas, and why wouldn't you? You're a Drupal site maybe, and every ninja has their own profile page because they need that. What you want to do is you want to embed the Booking Bug Drupal module we have. Allows every ninja to list when they're for hire, maybe their training classes they offer. And that's great. You can earn revenue for bookings taken through your site. But what you want to do now is you really want to embed a search for those services. And this is what we're launching. So you can embed a search box, which you can customize to your site. And then it gives the results back. So it finds you by location, by date and time, by the services your ninjas offer, and lists it back on your site. And then more than that, the links from those listings are links to your own site, your own profile pages. This is great, so the customer doesn't realize they've been taken off your site, and it adds simple value to any affiliate site. It's absolutely free for any destination site. So you could be listing dance instructors, golf teachers, whatever it is you do, campsites, anything at all. We can help you earn revenue. We can be the same equivalent model of Skimlinks, but for service businesses. Thank you very much. I'm Glenn Shoesmith. I want to speak to any other destination sites, portal sites, website construction toolkits, or anyone that just wants to list their services online. Thank you very much.
Bang on two. Who would like to start?
So inherently it's a bit of a B2B play, but you've got a mass audience. How do you intend with a very small budget to address knocking on a lot of doors?
The simple solution is actually through affiliates themselves. I mean, what we've got is we've got a couple of good affiliate companies that are starting to embed Booking Bug, and actually they equivalently on their own site say, hey, sign up to Booking Bug and embed your services in our site. Because that adds value to them, because they're suddenly listing a feature they didn't have before. They're getting revenue for taking those bookings, and it's a good value add for their end users. And it costs them nothing to use. In fact, it gains them revenue. So they're equivalently being our brand advocates. So we're talking to specific vertical market directory sites and portal sites that are then bringing us the customers for us, which really reduces the amount of sales and marketing we have to do. We're also speaking to sort of societies and specific groups of individuals, specific groups of companies. So.
What's the early momentum been like? Any kind of key metrics, sign-ups?
We're gaining, most of our sign-ups at the moment are still individual businesses. We're gaining about a sign-up a day at the moment, which is great, but not really as much as we'd like. It's really when we get some of the affiliates on board that we're currently discussing with, we're currently integrating with, that we think it's really going to grow massively, but that's going to be hopefully in the next few months.
So would it be fair to say that essentially the reason you've developed this new feature is in response to finding a way to get the affiliates to get on board so you can get the kind of growth you want?
Yeah.
So how do we know that this is also not going to result in slow linear growth? And we're still yet another feature away.
Well, because by definition, some of the affiliate sites, it's actually key to them. So some of the ones we're speaking to list, thousands of dance instructors or thousands of teachers, and they want every single one of those teachers to be using Booking Bug. So they will be our salesman on our behalf, and they've sort of said that, hey, we can bring you this many thousand customers. So. And we actually have an introductory affiliate model as well, where we give them a percentage. So we're a sort of freemium-based system.
Glenn, there's a lot of companies that are getting funded in the kind of local media or hyper-local advertising. You mentioned directory services and so forth. How do you see as that landscape develops, right? How do you see that helping or challenging what you're trying to do in the market?
I think it's hugely benefits. I mean, I'm speaking tomorrow at the Open Gov event, and one of the things we're interested in particularly is like local communities and local services. What we want to do is bring together the activities that are taking place at your local community centre and the individual businesses that list there. So you might have a local community centre, and then you have a taekwondo class there, a basket weaving class, whatever it is. Those are private businesses. We can manage their bookings, their classes, their schedules, but then also we can put a search widget on the local community site, or we're speaking to several sort of local directory sites for particular regions, and we can embed it just for those regions or just for those areas.
Okay, time for any audience questions. Any of the panel interested, or would you invest, yes or no?
We've got we're working with a company called BView that we have an equity stake in, and there's a connection with BView.
I'm already discussing with BView quite significantly.
Good.
Enough said. Thank you very much, Glenn from Booking Bug.
Thank you.
2 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. So Builder is what we, for all intents and purposes, call Dreamweaver in the cloud, okay? So it's a web application. It runs through your browser, and it operates in the same cloud space as Google Docs and Zoho and the likes. But whereas ours isn't just another Me Too copycat application, Builder is really filling the one big missing gap in the cloud at the moment. So the last 4 or 5 years have seen the rise of the web application, the Office suite, as I say, filled by Google Docs and Zoho, image applications, Picnic, Pixlar, Avery and the likes, and then there's the CRM applications and on and on. But the one big gap is the web design application, okay? And sort of the Hoover generic term, of course, for that is Dreamweaver. Now, you might be thinking there are products like Weebly and Mr. Site that allow you to build a website very quickly through your browser. But these tend to be very fixed, template-driven sites that don't give you any control over your design. Now, designers, of course, they design bespoke layouts, they design bespoke designs which require bespoke layouts, which require bespoke HTML. Those other sites don't give you that. So for the first time, Builder.com gives you a web app with Dreamweaver levels of functionality in the cloud space. So what's the marketplace? Well, global, obviously web designers, developers, but it's also the tens of millions of SMEs that want very quick access to quick changes on their website. If they want to change their phone number, they no longer have to go back to their web developer. Sorry, any web developers in here, but it's opening up that model. It's a freemium model, but a $50 subscription model kicks in quite quickly if you want to access all of the functionality.
30 seconds.
So who's the team? Well, there's 2 of us. There's a developer and myself, 30 years of combined design and online experience. I used to work at News Corp, News International over here as a digital product developer. Bart Milner is an internet pioneer, and he's a JavaScript ninja. There's a product already for alpha testing. We've bootstrapped to this point, and I'm going to rush through this and see if I can get the video to play. How does this work as a mouse? Oh, here we go. Thank you very much.
Okay. Nice work.